Okay, good night to one and all. Welcome to tonight's Karat Tips and Tricks. Today is Friday the 13th of March 2020. Welcome. My name is Michael Amann, and I am the team leader and the founder of the Karat Caribbean Gold Savings Club. And I have been an affiliate with Karatbars International since August 2013. And from that time to now, I've gotten a chance to meet with affiliate leaders around the world, and of course with my sponsor, Mr. Larry Pereira, Ms. Denise Pereira, Cesar, and other team members, Carlos Gonzalez, Jamal Ali Shah, and others. We have been on a trek to help share the news about Karatbars, to train, to educate, and to inform others. And this tips and tricks broadcast or webinar is one of the product of our collaborations as well. So before we go into what we are going to go through tonight in the event, some of you may be looking at this call, what is this Karatbars about? But just want to give you a quick introduction to the whole system. So we're going to be taking a look at gold and the blockchain, which is an introductory presentation by Ms. Karen Richardson. So Karen, over to you.
Hello there, my name is Karen Richardson and I'm an independent business partner of Karatbars International. In this presentation today, I'm going to show you how Karatbars have created this incredible ecosystem that combines the power of gold and blockchain, and it's really going to bring in a new financial era, and it's a very exciting time in Karatbars, as in 2020 we are going to see this ecosystem brought into full fruition. So let's get started. So Karatbars have created their very own blockchain called KaratNet. Now, you may or may not know much about cryptocurrency or blockchain or how it all works, but some of the older blockchain networks, like the one that Bitcoin sits on, are pretty slow by comparison to this, and they tend to take 15 minutes or even up to a day for a transaction to complete. Now, in comparison, the blockchain that Karatbars have created for their gold standard bank, it only takes seconds for transactions to take place. In addition, Karatbars wanted their own blockchain because they wanted to explore what else that they could do. And one other thing, they have created a voice over blockchain protocol, which means voice data and other kinds of data can be transferred on the blockchain. And the reason why this is so important and so special is because it is completely secure. So right in the middle here, now you understand the blockchain in a little bit, we have the gold standard bank. And the gold standard bank is completely unique as it is going to operate on a blockchain. And the main difference between a blockchain bank and your normal bank that you will go and visit where you have your bank accounts now is that it's peer-to-peer. So you hold your own money and you send it directly to another person. Now, with the traditional banking structure, a bank holds your money. And the reason why this isn't such a great thing is because, as we have watched around the world where there have been financial issues, and certainly closest to home has been in Europe, in Greece, the banks have actually done what's called a bail-in. And that means that they can hold on to your money, okay? So it's actually, if it's in a bank, it's not really your money, it's their money. And this is quite a scary thing. And it's one of the reasons we need to be looking at alternatives to the current financial structure that we have in place. So first up, we have our Karat Gold coin, and this coin has a gold standard, which means it is linked to gold. This coin is currently worth less than a penny, and you can buy it yourself on the exchanges right now. But this coin is absolutely integral, and it's unique in not just that it's linked to gold, but that it is actually the utility token for our entire ecosystem. And as there are going to be, fees and transactions taking place, they will all be settled using the KBC coin, thus driving up its value. So I really do recommend that anyone should try and get some of this coin while it is so low, because I'm sure you wish you'd known how important Bitcoin was when it was launched in 2008. Can you imagine if you'd picked up a few of those at just half a penny? I think you'd be pretty pleased with yourself right now. So I want you to keep that in mind when you consider what we have with this coin. So as we have transactions within this blockchain and we have fees, the fees are actually going to be divided. As we may have discussed before, Karatbars is an affiliate program, so therefore the fees are divvied up. Some go out into the field as commissions and some goes to buy more gold. And as we buy more gold, we can then increase the gold standard against our Karat gold coin. And we also have more gold for people to be able to own, to buy or to save in, so that they can protect their own wealth. And at the moment we have 2 of our own gold mines, so we bring gold out of the earth, and we also have gold traders who also buy gold from other people. Okay, so the first link in our ecosystem is Karat Pay, and Karat Pay is our wallet, and it's currently being integrated with our blockchain right now. And a wallet is where you hold your money, as you do in real life, and it's much like a traditional bank account. All right. Next, we have our cash gold exchange machines. These are currently being shipped out around the world. And if you owned a business premises, you could also own a cash gold machine. And this is where we can withdraw actual gold bullion. Okay, so this is where we can actually withdraw our gold, and you can make a 4% commission on all cash gold that is withdrawn. Alternatively, you can also sell these cash gold machines to businesses and make a commission that way. Okay, so we come to the first of our blockchain products, and this is our smartphone. It's the K1 Impulse phone, and it's on the voice over blockchain protocol. So all data transactions, all phone calls are completely encrypted on our blockchain. And you can see there at the bottom of that phone diagram is what looks like a key, and that's exactly what it is. And all your data is stored cold within that chip, basically. So once you pull that out, you are no longer connected to any networks whatsoever, and all your data is completely safe. Moving forward, our gold standard bank will be on this phone. So you'll be able to do all your banking transactions on your phone. And much like the phone, we also have a voice over blockchain WIM laptop. Now the WIM is actually due out in February, and that key is actually interchangeable between the laptop and the phone. And for anyone who wants to use the voice over blockchain protocol, they will be paying a fee, which is around $6 a month. And that fee will be settled in KBC. So it will drive up the value of our coin, and profits will go into getting more gold, and profits will also go out into the field as commissions. We also have our Karatbit exchange, and this is where you can take your Karat gold coin and you can exchange it for gold. You can exchange it back to fiat currency, which is our paper money, or you can exchange it for other cryptocurrencies. And obviously with every transaction, there is a fee, and those fees, as we know, will drive up the value of the coin, buy more gold, and provide more commissions into the field. And finally here we have the K-Merchant, and the K-Merchant is a tool for vendors who want to accept crypto payments in either Bitcoin, Ethereum, or our very own KBC coin. Now, the beauty about K-Merchant is that it actually protects the vendor from the volatile crypto market. So I'm sure you've seen a diagram of the rise and fall of Bitcoin and how erratic that is. Well, we actually protect the vendors from that, so the value at point of sale is maintained and they get paid how they wish. They can either get paid in Bitcoin, they can get paid in fiat currency, or even our own Karat gold coin. In addition, there are actually no transaction fees to the vendor. And this is very different to credit cards, which, as you know, have, 2%, 3% fees for the vendor. However, we have very smart bots, AI trading bots, I think they're called, and they actually do smart trades on every single transaction. So there is a very small profit which comes back to the gold standard bank. And as we know, those profits go in, drive up the value of our coin, and they allow us to buy more gold. And also the wonderful thing about K-Merchant is if you recommend this into a business and it gets used, you get a passive commission on every single transaction. Can you imagine if you got that into Amazon or somewhere like that and you just had a few pennies on every transaction, how incredible that would be. So as you can see here, this is the future. And all of these components are in existence, and the WIM will be ready in February. And what is happening in 2020 is this is all coming together on the blockchain and will be made functional this year. What we have here is incredibly exciting. I mentioned before about, don't you wish you'd bought Bitcoin when it was at the start? Well, we have a revolutionary phone as well. I mean, don't you wish you'd bought shares in Apple before the phone was launched, the iPhone, because that absolutely rocketed Apple. And we have our very own brand new innovative phone on our blockchain. Plus, we're pioneering blockchain technology. Remember the beginning of the internet in the sort of mid to late 90s when that started to take off? Don't you wish that you could have come up with one of those ideas or got involved with an Amazon or a Google back in the day? This is where we are at with Karatbars right now in the Gold Standard Bank. We are in the early adoption phase, and I would really, really encourage you to become an early adopter. And let's talk about how you can do that. Okay, so how can you get involved? Well, firstly, it doesn't cost a penny. You can open a free Karatbars account and start saving gold bullion. You should know by now why gold is so important and why you need it to preserve your wealth and why you should really be holding physical gold yourself. Another way to get involved is become an affiliate, become a business partner with Karatbars. Then you can earn an income, not just in cash, but in gold. And we also have what we call our e-points, which are vouchers that you can buy blockchain products with. And we are going to be learning more about these e-points as time goes on. They're fairly new, so I suspect there's going to be other benefits for having these in the future. You can also purchase KBC on the Karatbit exchange and other exchanges while it costs so little. We have trainings showing you how to do that. If that is something you're interested in, you need to get back to the person who shared this with you. You can also purchase our voice over blockchain products. So the K1 Impulse phone is available now, and the WIM laptop is coming out in February. So you can purchase and own those. You can also sell them if you become an affiliate and make commissions that way. If you have a business premises, you can purchase a cash gold exchange machine and earn a passive 4% income on all cash gold withdrawals. And you can earn a passive income by recommending K-Merchant into businesses or using it for your own business. All right, so what do you need to do now? Well, I've given you this overview just so you've got a good understanding of what's happening with the Gold Standard Bank and how this is all going to come together to create this incredible ecosystem. So you need to get back to the person who has shared this with you, and they will be able to help you with your next steps. Please do pause this video and read this disclaimer. Thank you so much for joining us today on this presentation. And as I said before, do get back to the person who shared this with you.
Wow, wow, wow. Thank you very much, Karen. That was an awesome presentation. One of the things I really love about it is that not only does it talk about the ecosystem, but it shows the fluidity of the coins, the KBC coin, into gold, and how they are intertwined as the heart of the system as well, so that you would have the coin needing to pay for the use of the phones on the laptops as well as part of the service charges. It will be used even on transactions on a K-Merchant and so on. So you have an ecosystem end to end, actually, and it is the payment system itself, not just the coin, but the whole payment system itself is based in gold. Folks, this is not just a gold savings company anymore. This is a whole ecosystem. And part of what I'm sharing tonight is actually tied to the importance of that whole ecosystem that I was referring to. One of the corrections I want to make is that while she had indicated that the phones, the laptops actually were going to be delivered in February, that was the original plan. But because of the need to have the phones that were ordered last year rolled out first, 20,000 phones were already delivered. 20,000 more are still being scheduled to be delivered and are being delivered as we speak. The delivery of the laptops have been pushed back a little bit, most likely to between April or May, to ensure that all of the phones go out first, and then the laptops will be delivered. So that's just a little bit of an update there. What I'm going to talk about is a little bit about the plans for Karat Caribbean, which is the family. It's more than just a team. It's more than just a group. It's a family based on the persons from the region leading the team and making a difference to the world. right? We are impacting the world, led by affiliates from the region, and we are from various groups. Not all of us are from the same downline, if you want to use those words. So we have different business partners, but we all work together because we live in the same region. And we have members in our teams from Jamaica, from Barbados, from St. Lucia, from Bahamas, from Bermuda, and of course, Trinidad and Tobago. We have various groups on WhatsApp, on Telegram, on Skype, and of course, the flagship has been actually on Facebook since 2014. Okay, so we encourage persons when they register to stay plugged in. When you come in to join one of these groups, you will get information, you will get education, and you will be updated on events and changes in the company as time goes on. We have international Power Up Zoom calls every week. We would, of course, encourage persons to come on the International Synergy Team Huddle every Monday evening. The Synergy Goal Group, headed by Ms. Nitsa Nakos, at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and American Standard Time. It is now the same. The time we have moved forward, as they say, spring forward. So come on at 9 o'clock every Monday night. At 9 o'clock, where you're going to continue to get updates and actually some training on various things. We can get exposed to testimonies, and we can see the impact that Karatbars is having on persons internationally. On Tuesday nights, we have Power of Mass Adoption, Carlos Gonzalez. He also gives an introduction to Karatbars and other matters related to mass adoption that is important for persons to know. We have some wildcard events that can be brought up at a moment's notice on Wednesday night and Thursday nights as well. And of course, Friday night, you are on the session right now, the tips and tricks, Michael Amann, where I actually go through certain things within the back office and within the system that you may not have been aware about. A mix of introduction and training. We are very focused on training. It is very important to us. So we have different workshops. Various members of the team have actually been coordinating various types of workshops. We have crypto trading for beginners, which is currently taking place. Cycle 6 has just begun, Monday evenings. And when that cycle finishes, there's another cycle that will start, and it repeats every 2 months. The same thing with the crypto advanced trading, which will also be starting on Thursday. I think it may be starting next Thursday. So you can stay tuned. Once you're plugged in, you'll get information on when the next set of training is. We have K-Merchant Workshop. This is to help businesses who have an interest in setting up an additional payment system at no cost, by the way, with no monthly fees. But actually, you can open up your business to accept Bitcoin and Ethereum and KBC as units of payment. And the system can actually convert it to fiat currency for you. Right? So we have workshops to show businesses how to do that. We have had 2 of these sessions already, and we have other businesses that are asking us to do some more. Stay tuned for more information on this. We also will be coming out very soon with a social media workshop to show persons how they can market their business online using social media. So we've had one already, and that was very successful, and we have others coming up. So stay tuned for more information. As I mentioned here, we've had the crypto trading for beginners, cycle 6, which has started on Monday the 9th of March. And we have had orientation comments, but space is still open. If you want to take in what's going on with the class, you can still register. You can still reserve your seat now by going to bit.ly/trader registration with capital T and a capital R, and you can book your seat. We are also monitoring concerning what's going on with the shutdown, but where we are having the training is actually in a controlled environment with sanitizers on entry and on leaving. It is not too much. It's a limited amount of persons. So we want to take our health seriously. If you are really interested in participating, let us know. We also have an online component that is coming up, but you stay plugged in, you stay tuned in. You're going to get some more information on that. Academy, you will always win. Woo, woo. Right, so when you come to the Royal Gold Academy, you will win. Concerning the private gold receptions, we have had a number of private gold receptions around the country of Trinidad and Tobago in particular. In January and February, we've covered a certain number of towns, all that you see in green. We have visited, the most recent one being Mayaro on the 8th of March, which was a successful visit. And we have also had a session in Faizabad last Monday, and we had a session in Kuva last evening. Now, unfortunately, moving forward, we have had to postpone plans for future physical meetings until further notice. Just today, the government has issued an edict. Schools have to be closed for the next week, commencing from tomorrow. So if there's any venue that we had was an educational institution, we would not be able to use it. If any institution also is a public place, such as stadiums, community centers, and other places, some of which we have actually been using to meet, they're also closed. So we would not be able to have any session in Couva, in Faizabad, and a couple of these other areas during this coming week. So I would say stay tuned until further notice. Some of the sessions that we would have planned to have, we may actually have them held on those wildcard Wednesday or Thursday, like I mentioned before. So stay tuned. You're gonna get some more information on that. But until the whole situation with the coronavirus lifts, I wanna again reach out to leaders from various towns, from various cities, from various counties. If you need to have sessions in your area for the future, please reach out to us. We would need your assistance. We're not going to set up all the meetings. We ask for your assistance in identifying the proper venue, identifying the place with the cost and everything, making sure there's proper seating, parking, and to aid in delivering to chair the sessions, as well as taking the registration and so forth. So we need to work with you to make this happen, and continue to share Karatbars to the rest of Trinidad and Tobago, and of course to the region by extension. We have had a plan to visit Grenada on the 19th of March, but again, just today, we noticed that even in Grenada, although we don't have any confirmed cases in Grenada, we have had one confirmed case in Trinidad and Tobago thus far, but Grenada is still taking precautions. They have also placed a moratorium on meetings in public places for the next 2 weeks. As such, we have had to postpone the first ever PGR in Grenada that was going to be taking place on the 19th of March, next week, Thursday, unfortunately. We are looking to have an alternative, such as online session for the Grenadians. But again, stay tuned, stay plugged in for more information so you can invite your Grenadian contacts to that session. So stay tuned. As far as international events goes, the next event that was going to take place internationally was the Freedom Celebration in Las Vegas on the 3rd of May 2020. That event has been postponed as well until further notice. We have a Las Vegas incentive that is currently taking place with Karatbars International. I'm going to go out a quick review of that at the end of this particular presentation here. The incentive is still active. Persons who win prizes, who win multi-packages, who win phones will still receive them. But the tickets would not be used for May, it will be used for future dates. So you hold on to those and you stay attention. Our intention as time goes on is to raise the level of the business in the region so that we can have greater Caribbean representation at international events. The next one after Las Vegas that we know of is Holland, in Amsterdam in October 2020. And beyond that, whatever other events may come up, we will gonna stay tuned. So stay tuned if you find out more. We have a website which can help persons to learn a system to share the information with others, where you can save yourself stress, time, effort, and money. We have a training section, Karat Academy, where you can go through and learn more about your back office, learn more about how to use the MasterCard, how to transfer funds from one person to another. You can see people using the MasterCard in action, and much more. You're gonna learn as well how to set up your phone. Many persons are getting their K1 Impulse phone, so you can go to that website and learn how to use it, how to set it up, how to configure it as well. And we have at the bottom there the list of all of the relevant telephone numbers and email addresses to contact support if you need any help. Again, I just want to remind you of the disclaimer. We're about to go into the tips and tricks section. I'm going to share some things that is not necessarily the view, the opinion of Karatbars International. This is my personal observation on a couple of things and some things that I'm sharing. I am not a financial advisor, and I am not saying that if you do what I tell you, or if you look at what I tell you, you're going to be successful. Inaction does not produce results. Action does. And persons can provide different levels of action, and based on that, they can produce different level of results as well. So Karatbars does not hold itself responsible for persons' activity. That is totally a personal decision and personal commitment to do so. Okay, so what I wanted to look at is something I refer to as the power of MultiPacks 1 to 3 for residual income. Now, people have been talking about these MultiPacks ever since they were introduced at the start of the year. It is a little bit of a different direction. One of the challenges that the company has had with the physical packages is that in various countries, persons would have been experiencing varying types of charges. Each country would have its own regulations in terms of customs duties and stuff like that. And also many persons who obtain these packages basically would have just gotten the box with the brochures and everything, put it down and never touch it. So basically they were paying for the opportunity to earn an income, and they would save the gold in the vault. So those packages were never really being used. So in a move to increase the economic as well as for the environmental reasons, the company has gone purely digital for all of these products. If anyone wants to order the gold directly and have it delivered physically, they're free to do so in their back office. So these first 4 packages, Biz, Bronze, Gold, Silver, and VIP, are all digital. Persons can get Classic Gold, which is stored in the vault for them. Now, MultiPacks. Where does the MultiPack fit in this strategy? See, when you purchase gold, like the 1 gram, 2 gram, 3 gram, the Classic Gold, the prices of these items are tied and linked to the international price of gold, which means that the price of the packages can vary along with the price of gold internationally. Alternatively, multi-packs are not tied to the price of gold. When you purchase a multi-pack, you do not get gold included in the multi-pack itself. You get exclusive points. Every multi-pack from 1 to 7 includes exclusive points. And we have fixed prices for each multi-pack. The multi-pack also gives the owner the ability to earn e-points when others in their team make similar purchases. And the higher the packages, they can also earn cash gold from multi-pack number 3 and up. With these multi-packs, persons not only earn euros, such as they were able to do with the business packages, where we were able to earn euros, and we also get paid in Classic Gold when our earnings go above a certain level. But with the multi-packs, persons can earn euros and the Classic Gold still, but also we earn e-points and cash gold based on the package one has. And the exclusive points can be redeemed for products within the ecosystem. The catalog has not yet been released, but it is going to be released soon. The first couple products that we were told that we can redeem these products for would be the K1 Impulse phone, 5,000 e-points, the laptop, which I believe is 8,000 e-points, and also we would be able to redeem or exchange these e-points for KBCs and for cash gold. So, thinking about that, comparing the business packages to the multi-packages themselves gave the owners an opportunity to earn a lot more than just what the physical packages alone can give. The prices for these packages are also very competitive compared to the business packages. In fact, many of them are less expensive. The bronze packages is 150 euros, multi-pack number 2, whereas the business bronze is 178, or probably higher by now because of the price of gold going up. silver 575 as opposed to 831. So you're getting to save hundreds of euros by purchasing the multi-packages. But some of you may have known some of this already. But what is the power of the multi-packs 1 to 3? If you look at multi-pack number 1, you don't even get a dual team status. At multi-pack number 2, you get a dual team status, but you don't earn any cash goal. So what's the point? What are you talking about, Michael? What is the power of multi-pack 1, 2, and 3? Let's go to the next screen. I'm gonna go talk about that a little more. But let me first block out the first couple packages. The business packages, as stated before, are variable in price, and this is just a rumor. I am saying this, it's being recorded, I know. I am not speaking on behalf of the company, but I understand it is possible that in the future, the company can phase out the business packages for some of the reasons we're going to go to shortly. The CEM machines, you can also get VIP status by buying a CEM, but the company has to finish deliver the first 200 that was ordered, install, make sure that they're operating fine before they open up the ability for persons to order additional. So I'm just blocking those out for now, and I'd like us to take a quick look at the multi-packs. Multi-packs 1 to 3. What comes with these multi-packs 1 to 3? When you get a multi-pack 1, you get, it costs 75 euros, and you get 240 e-points. You get a profit card, which means you can get 3% off the purchases of classic gold products, as well as 100 euros off the purchase of a VIP in the future. It generates 1 unit. You don't get any matching bonuses from by purchasing 1 to 3. What is matching bonus? This matching bonus allows one to earn when others get paid, bottom line. So if there are persons in your team that would have gotten a payout, you would get a percentage of that payout in euros based on your status, based on the dual team you have. But you can earn from 2 to 7 compressed levels. There are 2 ways to get matching bonus. 1, you would have to make an earning of 25 euros or more from your direct team in 1 week. Or 2, you can purchase a multi-package from 4 and above, and you will get the ability to earn matching bonus in euros. There's a 3rd way, actually. If one of your team members purchases an incentive pack, which I will talk about shortly as well, you will also open the door for a matching bonus for 1 week. So, multi-pack 1, you get 240 e-points, and when others purchase multi-pack 1s, you get additional 20 e-points for every one of them that is purchased. Multi-pack 2, 150 euros, you get 485 e-points, plus you get 40 e-points when others purchase a multi-pack 2, or 20 when others purchase a multi-pack 1. You don't get e-points when persons purchase multi-packs higher than the one you purchase. So if one purchases a multi-pack 2 and someone in their team purchases a multi-pack 3, they would not get the e-points from the person who purchases the multi-pack 3. But the person who purchases the multi-pack 3 will get e-points from anybody in their team that purchases a multi-pack 3, 2, or 1. And the 2 and 3 also generate brand status. What is important to note, in addition to that, of course, you have the other packages. All of them are fixed prices, I said, 75, 150, 285, going up. You get a dual team status with the higher multi-packs, and with the higher the higher the multi-pack, the more you can earn from your team once they purchase the same multi-pack you have or lower, as illustrated here. So we're not going to go into the details here. We just want to see what's happening with 1 to 3. Key thing to point out, the validity of the multi-packs. When you purchase a multi-pack for the very first time, there are 2 different categories you can be in. One of them is that you are a brand new person. You just sign up with Karatbars. You never bought a package before. So you sign up and you purchase a multi-pack. And when you do so, you will get the matching or the earnings or the roll up in the e-points for 6 months for multi-packages 1 to 6. Okay, so those multi-packs will be valid. And for those who can earn cash gold, that is from multi-packs number 4 and up, you will earn cash gold when persons in your team purchase cash gold for a 6-month period. You will earn e-points from 1 to 6 for a 6-month period when persons in your team purchase the same multi-pack you have or lower. After the time is up, then you would not be able to earn any more e-points or cash gold unless you get another multi-pack. That's just the way it is. That's why you first purchase. So that is for the first category for persons who never bought a multi-pack before. There's a second category of persons. These are persons who had a dual team status before. Some people may have had have a gold status. Some people have VIP and so on. But they never bought a multi-pack. They just have a dual team status. But they have an affiliate for years. Until the 15th of March, all affiliates who already have a dual team status and purchase a multi-package will receive first purchase conditions as just stated. So between now and the 15th of March, the 15th of March being Sunday, when you purchase a multi-pack, you will be able to earn e-points and cash gold where relevant from others in your team for 6 months. If you purchase it after the 15th of March, then those multi-packs will only be valid for the period as shown on the left. Multi-packs number 1 to 4 would be for 1 month, multi-pack number 5 for 3 months, multi-pack 6 for 6 months, and 7 for 12 months. Right? So that's just for you to know. So Michael, you mean to say that if I have to get a multi-pack 6, I have to get another multi-pack 6 and I have to keep on. I cannot afford to get a multi-pack 6 every 6 months or multi-pack 5 every 3 months. All right. So I'm getting to that. Let's go and see what is the power. Multi-packs 1 to 3, which I have highlighted in green, you would notice that they generate 1, 2, or 3 units respectively. And they are priced at 75 euros, 150 euro, or 285 euro respectively as well. Getting the package for the first time is fine. That's granted. You need to purchase a multi-pack for the first time. You get in where you fit in, you select the one. That is a one-time outlay. Let me put it that way, a one-time upfront cost, so you can get the multi-pack and earn the ability to earn these e-points. But let's look at multi-packs number 1 to 3. If multi-pack number 1 in particular may not be useful for a first-time purchaser, what is it useful for? Well, let's do a little comparison. The company has been providing gold in the purest form and the highest quality since its inception. And these are in denominations of 1 gram, 2.5 gram, and 5 gram. The 1 gram classic card generates 1 unit. 2.5 gram generates 2 units, and the 5 gram generates 3. Do you notice anything familiar? Compare those 3 with the multi-packs 1 to 3. It's the same number of units. What's the cost of these? 1 gram classic card. Right now, I checked this morning, it was at 70 point something euros, roughly 71 euros. Earlier this week, it was actually 76 euros. As stated before, the price of the classic cards vary based on the price of gold. It's variable. But if the 1 gram classic card is in the 70s and it generates 1 unit, what's the cost of the multi-pack 1 again? Hey, It's 75 euros, almost the same price, and also generates 1 unit. This is interesting. So when we are given the option to save 1 gram a month, anytime we save a gram, of course, it's important to save, and our team does the same. Basically, we get units generated from their purchase. We don't get direct commissions when our team members purchase the 1 gram classic card. We don't. It generates units towards our dual team payouts. However, if instead of getting the 1 gram classic card for 70 something euros, we get a multi-pack 1, which also costs 70 something euros, we get e-points, which we can redeem for KBCs, we can redeem for cash gold, we can accumulate to get the laptops, we can do a couple things with it. And when our team does the same, we get, not only do we get the units, but we also get commissions, 10% of 75% of the value of that package. We get commissions in addition to units when persons in our team purchase the multi-packs. Some persons say you can purchase a classic card every month or every week, and they would set their credit cards to take out a specific amount or to just buy 1 gram, where the cards may be automatically charged, but the prices can vary. With the multi-packs, the prices are fixed, and you can do more with it. So based on this observation, I said this is something that is very interesting. Let's take a look at accumulating, the pros and cons of accumulating classic gold versus multi-packs. Now, classic gold is, of course, the purest form of gold that is available on the market. You have the 24 gram, you have the hologram, all of that stuff. It's great. We get it stored in the vault at no cost, and we can get it delivered upon request. And when people in our team purchase the classic gold, we get units. And when we share, we earn units, and of course, we also earn euros when our units cycle. When we get it, when we get 25 on one side and 50 on the other side, based on the dual team status we have, and of course, based on the amount of commissions we get, we also get more classic gold. We can't set it and forget it. We can automatically save a gram every month, or every week, or 2 weeks, or as the case may be. However, the cost varies. We cannot budget for it specifically, right? And when our team purchases, it does not generate direct commissions. It's not usable in the system. It is only physical. We cannot resell the classic gold within the ecosystem. One person's get the classic gold, they would have to find a precious metals dealer or someone outside of the system to liquidate if they wish to do so. Classic gold is great for hoarders, but to liquidate, there's nothing in the ecosystem that can facilitate. There used to be a time when the company did so, and it may be available again soon or sometime in the future, but it is not there this time. It is not usable. You cannot redeem it for other products, and you cannot purchase classic gold with cash gold. So if you want to save up in cash gold, you cannot purchase classic gold. You have to take it out of your pocket. Let's look at the multi-packs in comparison to the classic gold. The multi-packs are fixed cost. When you get the e-points from the multi-packs, they can be redeemable for products in the ecosystem. You can redeem, as stated, for the phone. You can redeem it with KBC. You can redeem it for cash gold as well. And if you get it redeemed for KBCs or Univals in the Karatbars exchange, soon we were told that we are getting a debit card attached to that exchange. So if you wish, you can spend it. The liquidation question is answered. You can accumulate the e-points, which by extension you can accumulate KBCs. You can trade KBCs. You can earn more on the Karatbars exchange. You can save up your cash gold and then put it on the exchange. You can then spend it through the debit card on that exchange as well. There's no need to find a precious metals dealer. The next thing is that, as you would have seen before, multi-packs are only valid for, especially for 1 to 4, only for 1 month. But by saving a multi-pack every month instead of the classic gold, you will keep yourself qualified for leverage earnings of E-points. When anybody in your team does the same, you will continue to get E-points. If persons can save 150, which is the multi-pack number 2 every month, they can increase their potential for getting more E-points as well. So it's a way to keep yourself qualified for leverage earnings of E-points, which as stated before can be used for other things. When persons in your team purchase the E-points, you get direct commissions. So you can get, once the system runs, you will earn units, you will earn E-points, you will earn cash gold, because you can turn on the gold miner and still earn cash gold when others in your team purchase multi-packs higher than the one you have. And you will still earn euros and you will still get classic gold. But the difference with the classic gold from purchasing it direct from your pocket is that you get classic gold from the system without having to dip into your pocket. The company will pay you in euros and in classic gold once your commissions go above a certain amount. So you're still getting the classic gold, you're not missing out anything. And even if you have to take that classic gold and liquidate it by a precious metals deal or something, how much did you pay to get the classic gold? Nothing. So precious metals dealers and some of these places, they will pay you at spot price or something that is less than how much we would pay for a classic gold. But if you get the classic gold for free, then anything greater than free is a profit. Common sense. What do you think? Makes sense. And you can purchase multi-packs with cash gold. So you can generate so you have units being generated in a team when people are saving in cash gold, and when they purchase the multi-packs, they get units generated again, twice, double dip, call it what you wish. The only con with the multi-packs is that there is no set it and forget it. There is no auto-save in multi-packs. There's an auto-save for classic gold. So that means you would have to purchase the multi-packs manually. So where am I going with this, Mike? Where are you going with this? Let's go to the next. What is the action plan coming out of all of this? The action plan is this, basically. For the team members, we have 4 steps. If you want to get started with a successful business in Karatbars, if you want a successful home-based business, you cannot go to work, you are quarantined in your home, you cannot, you have to work from home, that sort of stuff, and you're looking for an alternative income. Some people are daily paid workers. Because they cannot go to work, they cannot get paid. You're looking for something else to do. Come on, consider Karatbars. You can register for a free account. You get KYC approved, and you can set up your Karatpay account. That is step number 1, register. Get your relevant registration in place. Step number 2, choose your preferred multi-pack. I recommend that you start nothing less than 2. If you can't start with a 3, start with a 3 and higher. Choose your preferred multi-pack and buy it via Karatpay. That is optional, of course, if you want to start a business, if you want to earn an income. The persons who may just want to save, they want to register and they want to save, that's fine. Step number 3, you budget and you save cash gold regularly. Optionally, if you want to run it as a business, you can obtain a multi-pack at least once a month. So you can buy the cash gold, and when you get enough cash gold every month to buy a multi-pack, you do so. You buy the multi-pack and you help others to do the same. Once you do this, you basically do your duplication. You do these simple steps, help others do the same. You can open up the doors for income that will help you to meet all of your expenses and more. And the sky will be the limit. The limit will be the limit you place on yourself. I'm only talking to 3 people. There's somebody told me that they're not happy with Karatbars. It's not working out for them. They only spoke to 1 person. So it will be as successful as the effort that you put into it. If Colonel Sanders had sold his recipe and got 3 customers and stopped, he would not have been a successful businessman. It is the type of business that it is that business. If you want to be successful, you help others do the same. You're helping, giving them a chance to preserve their wealth for the future, right? So if you're looking at earning additional income, these are the steps you follow and you will make it. We are an asset building system. So we are building gold, cash gold, classic gold. We are building crypto, KBCs. We are accumulating E-points as well. And of course, we continuing to hold on to our privacy through the Impulse phone. Our focus is on income generation, asset accumulation, wealth preservation, and privacy protection. Right? So that in essence is the power of the MultiPacks 1 to 3 for residual income. You start off with the highest package that you can afford, MultiPack, and then you budget to save every month. You save in cash gold, and then you buy the MultiPack every month that you wish to afford, right? And once you and you help others do the same, you will earn something. That's great. Las Vegas incentive review. As spoken before, the Freedom Celebration has been postponed. However, we do have competition that's taking place right now, where persons who purchase MultiPacks, the persons who sell more MultiPacks rather, can accumulate incentive points, not to be confused with exclusive points. Each package or product has a certain amount of incentive points associated with it. The person who accumulates most sold, calculated based on the number of IPs of the packages that they sold, they will earn different prizes. For example, you will see here, if one sells an Impulse K1 phone, that would add 115 IPs to their balance. If someone in their team purchases a MultiPack 4, they will add 50 IPs to their balance. So someone buys 2 MultiPack 4s, it means they would have accumulated 100 IPs. So the more IPs they accumulate, the more or the greater the prizes that they can win. And these are the prizes. If one can accumulate 50 IPs, they will actually win a MultiPack number 2, which would be 485 E-points and 2 profit cards. If they accumulate 100 IPs, they will win a MultiPackage 3. 200 IPs, they would win a MultiPack 4, and so on. If they were to sell and accumulate 650 IPs, they will win a MultiPack 6 and get a VIP status. If they go 1,000, not only that, they would also win, 1,650, they will win 2 VIP tickets to the next event. And they will also win an Impulse K1 phone. And all of the sales, you can read it there. You can take the snapshot. In fact, you will get it from the recording as well. The more IPs accumulated, the more your prizes. Bottom line. The main difference would be the last two. If you, instead of having to get like 2,800, 3,400, 4,500 personal IPs, if you can accumulate with up at least 1,000 IPs in sales, but you have 20 persons on one leg and 40 persons on another leg, accumulate at least 580 IPs, you will also win tickets and the phone. That's it basically. Or 1,500 personal and 15 and 30 who earn more than 580, you will win 2 VIP tickets as well. Okay, so that's an essence of what these incentives are. So let's see what persons have earned so far. Of course, if you didn't register with Karatbars before, you contact your person who referred you to the call. Let's take a quick look at what the earnings have been like so far. It's going to take a quick look. Steer to know what it's like. Come across the Karatbars International. Go to the website. While waiting on that, guess we can probably taking this quick video by one of our leaders within Trinidad and Tobago. It's called The Time Is Now.
Hi, good day. I'm Carlos Gonzalez. Some people know me as Crypto King. I'm here today to urge to each and every one of you. You are looking at this video because you saw the notification that says the time is now. What is the time now for? The time is now to get gold. We see what's happening in the world with this alleged coronavirus. But I want to say to you that stock markets are down, crypto is down, but gold is growing. This is the best time ever from an investor's point of view to be able to buy gold, to be able to buy crypto, to be able to buy stocks. I want to encourage you and challenge each and every one of you today that if you are an investor, if you have funds, liquid funds, and you want to put into something to grow, today is the best day, the best time to save your cryptocurrency, your gold, and stocks. No other time has the opportunity been given like now when there is a crisis. See, true investors understand the power of a crisis. The power of a crisis helps to give us, who are investors, the opportunity to buy low, to buy into shares, to buy into markets, to buy into cryptocurrency, mostly to buy into gold when markets are very low. Because guess what? It's not going to stay low. Markets are going to go back up. It's going to increase in value. And when it increases in value, only those who took the time to invest, only those who took the initiative to see the potential will benefit. I want to encourage each and every one of you. Now is the time. Get your gold now. Buy your coins now. Buy your asset now. This is a time of opportunity. God bless.
Thank you very much, King Carlos, or Crypto King Carlos Gonzalez. Buy now as prices are low. There we are. We are actually in. What I wanted to show you is, again, let's look at the Las Vegas 2020 reports. And I will close off right after this. Here we can get the listing of persons who have been winning packages thus far. Now, once you click on that link, there is a script that runs that actually pulls information from the database into a PDF live. So you can be assured of getting the latest results up to the time of the click. So you'll see the reports coming up there. And once the incentive reports comes up, you would see the listing. Of course, the front page will show the amount of pages. Last time I did this, there were 15 pages. Now there are 30. We have doubled the amount of incentive winners thus far. You can scroll down all 30 pages and see the usernames of persons who have won, like in this case, the MultiPacks number 2, and which countries they're from. And you can scroll and scroll and scroll and see if you can find either your name or the names of persons that you want to see if they qualified or if you qualified. But here's a faster way. If you press Control F on the keyboard, Control F, the search window will come up and you can type in something. For example, as I said, I'm from Trinidad and Tobago. Let's see how many persons from Trinidad and Tobago won this incentive so far. We have 5. 5 persons from Trinidad and Tobago have crushed this incentive. We have Alan Lieben is 1. Tafari, or is it Tafari, is 2. Trini Lady 56 actually lives in the United States. We have N. Comedy, Trinidad and Tobago. and Josh Pett from Trinidad and Tobago as well. Congrats to all of you for making it on the incentive. Josh actually won a multi-pack number 4. Let's see if there's anyone from Barbados. Yes, we have one person from Barbados who has won an incentive thus far. That's King Mass 88. Awesome. Let's see if anyone from Jamaica. Yes, we have 2 persons from Jamaica who have qualified for the incentive thus far. We have who won of 150, that's Health W Wealth. And we also have Unette Mitch. Congrats to the 2 Jamaicans who have made it on the list. As anyone from, of course, the largest team is usually the Bahamas. I'm not going to go through all of them, but we have 23 persons from the Bahamas who have qualified on the incentive. You can also look for persons directly, as I stated before. Like I saw there was a Josh Pett there, JFPET, and you can find it there. So you can search for anything on the list by just using the Control F. Anyone else from the Caribbean? Let me just search for one more. Bermuda. Nobody from Bermuda. Cuba. Nobody from Cuba. Grenada. We will see Grenada coming up here just now. We don't have any as yet. But that's it. That shows us the winners so far. Congrats to all who have been, as Nita would love to say, crushed the incentive so far. And we want to encourage you to help your teams to continue to do so. We are at the 13th of March. That means we have roughly 17 days again to complete to qualify from multi-pack of your own. All right, so I encourage you to come on board with that incentive. So I think that would wrap it up for now for this week's Tips and Tricks, Season 2020, episode number 11. At this time, I just want to ask if anybody has any contribution. You want to say anything, any quick comment? Greeting, just raise your hand. I will see it. I'll give you a chance to speak. I will take 2 persons and then we would close. I would like to invite, say a quick hello. I see here Digital Directors TT. Akins, you're live. You're live.
Great presentation tonight. Love the information. Great to see that the Caribbean is on the list for this incentive. Congratulations to all the persons who are on that list. And I just want to have some more trainees on that. I'm working on getting some more trainees on that list.
All right, great. I know you are. And you're doing some excellent work yourself, Akins.
Thank you.
Keep up the excellent work. And you're gonna get more persons on that list, and you too, sir, will be on that list, I'm sure.
Definitely working towards that.
All right. Okay, and to close us off, I'll just probably ask Harold Thurston. Hello, Harold.
Hey, Mike, what's up?
I'm all right.
Thank you for your help and your encouragement today. I'm excited about this multi-pack, and I'm sure you're going to go out, get some more, and add myself to number 24 from the Bahamas.
Awesome.
Bahamas.
Yeah, great to have you on board with us, man.
Great. Thank you, Mike.
Yeah, and we're going to continue. And we from the Caribbean are subject matter experts when it comes to making waves. So let's continue to make the waves. That's it. Karat Tips and Tricks coming to a close. Have a good night.